Okay guys, so today we are making a skirt. I bought this skirt from H&M and I absolutely love the way it fits, so I decided to make another one. When you pick your fabric, you want to make sure that the fabric you're using has similar stretch to the garment you're tracing. Now this purple fabric had a bit more stretch, so I traced really close to the garment. You can use any kind of tracing tool. Here I'm using a tracing wheel, and you can kind of see how it left the marks on the fabric, so I know exactly where to cut. Go ahead and cut out your two pieces for your skirt. You can either make a split or not. Either way, you cut it the same way. When you pin, make sure you stop on whichever side you want the split to be, where you're going to stop sewing, and then pin the other side all the way down to the bottom. After that, I went ahead and cut my waistband. I had 5-inch strip of fabric folded in half, measured it up to the waistband of the skirt I already have, and cut right there. I added just a little bit for a seam allowance, okay? And then we're going to take this baby to the sewing machine and sew it up. Okay, so first you want to thread your machine with coordinating thread. I had the perfect match to go with this fabric. First I wind my bobbin so that I can have my thread at the bottom matching as well. And then after I wind the bobbin, I proceed to thread my machine. I love my Baby Lock Soprano because it self threads, and so there's no need to get that thread through the eye of the needle with just my eye, because I could just click. Voila. Next, select your stitch. You want to use zigzag for your knit fabric. Then I have this tool. I'll talk more about this in the caption, but it helps you know where to put your seam and guides you the whole time you're sewing. All right, now you want to get your skirt, sew all the way down the side that has no split, and if you are doing a split, when you sew the other side, you want to make sure you stop before you get to the bottom. Maybe you want to put a special mark there. You could put a notch, whatever, to remind you not to sew all the way down to the bottom. All right, and after that, we're going to move on to the waistband. You're going to sew this entire project with a zigzag stitch because that helps your knit properly stretch and no seams to break while putting it on. Okay, this is the waistband. I'm just sewing right up the open side of the waistband, and then we're going to take it to the table to attach it to the skirt. Before doing so, you want to clip notches so that you know where the front and back center are and the side seams. Then you're going to take your waistband and pin it all the way around, lining up those notches to make sure that it's evenly stretched onto your skirt, because the waistband is a little bit smaller than the actual waist of the top of the skirt. All right, so sew that entire thing on using a zigzag stitch all the way around. You are going to leave a small opening because that's the only way to get our elastic in. So do not forget to leave about 1 inch open to insert your elastic, and then we will go back and close up that hole. And for this entire project, I am using 1/2 inch seam allowance. I didn't need more than that, and with 1/2 inch, it literally came out perfect. All right, so we're going to take this to the table and insert our elastic. You want to measure that elastic around your waist, and you could do about 1 inch less, but you can always leave it longer. Insert the elastic, do a test fit, try it on, see how tight you want the elastic to be, and then cut it down if it's too long. It's better to have it too long than too short. Then I pin the elastic. I overlap about 1 inch, put 2 pins in it, and I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it up. I like to sew a square around where it's overlapped, and then an X through it, so it's very, very, very secure, and I don't have to worry about my elastic breaking apart or none of that, okay, because them stitches is holding. Again, zigzag stitch for everything. Last step is hemming the split. I did not hem the bottom of my skirt, just the split, because honestly it's knit. And after that you are all done. But keep watching, because of course I have to show you guys how I styled this new skirt. You're gonna love it.
I'm a girl, stalker. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.